What exactly are we talking about?
Politics.
Sports.
Education.
We'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We talk, you listen.
Bigg's Golf Talk.
Well, here you all are, waiting to hear my broadcast. How very nice of you.
Bigg's Golf Talk.
America is talking
And yakety yak.
blah, blah, blah.
It's all about talk.
A place for information, advice, golf news, golf reviews, and of course, golf humor.
Do you know who this is?
Bigg's Golf Talk.
Comes highly recommended. You're going to feel better if you talk to him.
That's the fact, Jack.
Now we'll talk.
Connect with Bigg's Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Bigg's Golf Talk. Subscribe with us on YouTube and iTunes, Amazon Music, and the Google Play Music Store. We're also available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. This is BGT-tv, BGT Bigg's Golf Talk, BGT 2.0. I am Big John Quick. He is the GolfFather, Bill Cuebas. And Bill, we are live at Pars and Rec in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Woo! Oh, look at that. They didn't even need prompting. Yeah. Yes, people are coming in now as the grand opening has begun.
The grand opening has begun here at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico, right on the corner of Wyoming and Manal in the Hoffman Town Center Plaza here. Yes, and I'll tell you what, it's kicked off and everybody's having a good time.
It is. It's a perfect location and much needed here in Albuquerque. They have everything. They have pizza from Star Brothers. They have fittings going on. You got Titleist here. You got Callaway here. You got La Cueva dancers.
Dancers are here.
The dancers are here. You got plenty of people here. You're going to have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of
Not
giveaways.
only that, but Bill the GolfFather Cuebas, we are giving away a Squares shoes package. And one good thing about the Squares golf shoe package, it's not just for men. So if you're
women.
a lady golfer out there, come on by the table, sign up. It's absolutely free. And at the end of the night, we're going to announce a winner.
Yes, Robert was generous enough to give us a Squares package for this event, and we really appreciate it. And there's a lot of women in here. Pars and Rec are looking. They have several women here that are lady specialists in golf. So they're going to be creating tournaments and different leagues and all kinds of fun stuff for the ladies.
And while supplies last, we have a limited edition of Bigg's Golf Talk ball markers.
There you go.
Thank you to On Point Golf for supplying us with that as well.
We also have a On Point golf club. We got the limited edition On Point, which has our lovely faces on it. And we have an On Point golf towel as well. Some of the original On Point. So come on by, fill out raffles. We're going to have some giveaways. And also Pars and Rec are giving away these beautiful koozies.
Nice little giveaways.
Yes, they have koozies,
towels,
pens,
towels, sunglass cases.
Yes, so they have a lot of good stuff. We're going to have a lot of good guests. We're going to cover as much as we can on today's show. So I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to be on the air until 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and we're just going to be partying and having a good time here at Pars and Rec. And one thing we want to talk about, too, is the partnership that they have with Star Brothers Brewery. And you see it, the glass right here. But, man, Bill and I, we had their pizza already, and it is phenomenal, Bill.
Yes, especially when you add that green chili to it. To die for. Everything tastes better with green chili.
Absolutely.
Everything. When we're going to have one of their representatives on later telling us about all their stuff that they have, from charcuterie boards to chips and salsa and that amazing pizza that they have.
You know, last week, Bill GolfFather Cuebas, we had Robert Winskowitz from Squares Golf on the show to talk about the Sepp Straka being picked for the Ryder Cup for the European team. Well, we also have some other Ryder Cup news. Dustin Johnson believes he would be on the United States Ryder Cup team if he was still competing on the PGA Tour. The two-time major winner told the Palm Beach Post that he understood why he wasn't on the team because he now competes on the Live Golf Tour. But he said he thinks he played it well enough to be a part of the 12-man team heading to Rome to face off against Europe. Quote, I would love to be a part of the team, DJ said, but to be honest, I haven't really played that well this year. But have I played well enough to be on the team? Yeah. I didn't have the best year. Was it good enough to make the team? I think so. If I would have been playing on the PGA Tour, yeah, I would have made the team. Do I think I can help the U.S. team? Absolutely. Now, Johnson's 39 years old, and he's been a part of the 5 Ryder Cup teams and was the team's best player in 2021 at Whistling Straits. Johnson played in all 5 events at the Ryder Cup and went 5-0 in his matches. He was the first American player in over 40 years to win all 5 matches. Now, as you know, Bill the GolfFather quiz, Brooks Koepka has been selected to the team. So does that squash the reasoning why Dustin Johnson's not on the team?
That squashes it because they Koepka did both. He did what he had to do. The options are out there. He played well enough on both the Live and the PGA Tour to make it. So he deservedly made the team. Unfortunately, Dustin admits he didn't do well, and he played on the Live Tour. He could have played on the PGA too.
Greg Wise is checking in from Mexico. He says, go Los Cabos. He's in Cabo San Lucas, I think it is.
Oh, yes, he is. He's over there. Did you see his videos? He's played with the turtles this morning. They released like 500 baby turtles. Yeah. And now him and Mama want to go out there, and the rest of the aunts and uncles, they're going to go out there. I talked to them earlier today. They're going out there to work with them turtles and help the guy. The guy, I guess, goes, digs them up, makes sure they're safe, and then cuts them loose. I think it's a great project. So
Steve Hopkins is checking in. Have a great show, gentlemen. Much to tell you next week. Steve Hopkins,
yes.
UFO Tour Golf. And ladies and gentlemen, wait till you see what we have coming from UFO Tour.
Oh, I just got the proofs, the pictures that are coming. They're being shipped. Oh, Lordy. We'll do it during the break. We'll get the pictures. Oh, they are beautiful. Steve and his team from UFO Tour, our official golf bags, have done an amazing, amazing job. We'll be showing pictures later on. Thanks, Steve, for checking in. We
Bigg's
appreciate
Golf
you.
Talk on the Ignite Golf Network,
yes.
And our bags are reflecting that as well.
Oh, my God, they're beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. The colors we chose, originally, Steve wanted to, he always wants to give us the best product, always. They tried out new materials, new this, new that, and we are going to have the top of the line, sexiest bags out.
For those that are here in attendance right now at Pars and Rec, make sure you stop by the table, get your free raffle ticket to win a pair of Squares shoes, and it's a whole package. You're going to get a free pair of socks, shoes, and I think maybe a golf shoe bag.
Yeah, anything's possible. Let's just get it done, fill it out, and we'll be picking a winner later on. You don't have to be here to win. We will contact you, get the shoe that you want, and have it delivered to your home.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Well, Bill, the Ryder Cup is just right around the corner, and, I know Squares is getting ready for the Ryder Cup and certainly getting ready for Sepp Straka.
Yes.
We've seen the shoe last week. I go to the YouTube channel. It was on last night on YouTube TV.
Maybe we'll show it later.
I don't know if we could.
Maybe we can show it. Yes, he told us we can share it. That's why we got it. It's the official shoe. He said that. That's why he showed it. So it'll be interesting to see what he has, and we'll share it with the folks. We're lucky.
We have some Rory McIlroy news, and Rory McIlroy he'll just describe something just so funny. Mm-hmm. The second round's final hour of the BMW PGA Championship, and for those that watched it on TV, Rory says it was a bleep show.
Okay, Rory, tell us how you really feel.
McIlroy said after carding a 171 per the Telegraph, the fog obviously delayed things, but I've never remembered having that many players on 17 and 18. It's not as if they teed us off in a tighter slot or anything like that. We're one of the last groups to maybe get done, so we were maybe fortunate that way. But it's hard for me trying to play the last well and make the cut. it was a bit of a mad dash and a scramble to get finished. And Roy McIlroy needed to birdie the 18th hole, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas, in order to make the cut on a number, and he did so, relying on his clutch gene in the process. And his birdie 4 came in complete darkness as DP World Tour officials illuminated the scoreboards white to help the players finish.
Hey, they finished. He made it, right?
They did.
And it wasn't a bad show, I'm not going to repeat what he said, but it was a good show because he made it. And that's, in the end, that's all that matters.
Hey, you can tune into us right now on YouTube TV, a YouTube channel, and also on Facebook Watch. We are on live at Bigg's Golf Talk and on my profile, Big John Vic or Big John Quick, either one. If you're watching us, thanks for watching. And if you're in Albuquerque, I know we're interrupting some college football. I know.
Yeah, it's okay.
But this is a really great occasion because
It's the
Bill the
grand
GolfFather
opening.
Cuebas, this is not a corporate.
Nope.
This is a small business opened by 3 investors and just, open locally owned.
There's a veteran owned as well, locally owned, veteran owned. You have David Muddett. He played for the University of New Mexico. You see his stuff back there, his carded stuff. You got a lot of stuff going on. And this is what everybody talks about, support local, support local. This is a local business. This is the first of its kind that we have here. It is a social shop, as they call it. You can come here. You can shop for clothes. You can get bags. You can get fitted. We have Titleist that's going to be joining us.
And by the way,
later
they
on.
got free fittings.
Free fittings.
So come on in.
Can you imagine? That's
before
free
8 o'clock and get
fittings.
fitted.
So yes, that's
Not
huge.
only that, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas.
Yep.
I'm so excited and I'm tongue
you
tied
just
about it
can't hide
because
it.
listen to this.
Uh-huh.
If you get your membership today, you get 1 month free.
You can't beat that. 1 month free if you join today. Today only. Today is the only day you can come and join and get that free month. So make sure you drop
And
by.
not only that, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas,
What
but
else?
you got to make sure you come by and see Tamara here at Star Brothers
Yes.
and say hi to the beautiful young lady.
Yes, come say hi to Tamara. She helped me
Very
out.
friendly.
Very friendly. The whole staff over there at Star Brothers Brewery is doing a great job. They have a full crew here, so come down, get a beer, get a brew, get what you need, get a drink, and order that amazing pizza that they have. And don't forget to throw some green chili on there.
Well, fall golf has really kicked in here in Albuquerque, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas, and boy, we go from one extreme to the next extreme.
Yep.
We've been seeing some storms move in here in Albuquerque.
Mhm.
Things are cooling off, and fall golf is in full force.
It's amazing. I don't know. Mother Nature's cruel here. You can have 4 seasons in one day. You wake up, it's 30, 10 o'clock, 50, 1 o'clock, 90, and then at 3 o'clock, it goes back the other way again. This is the true place where you have to layer up, layer down, and
Layer
everything
up,
in
layer down.
and everything in between, man. It's insane, the weather here.
Spark Golf here in Albuquerque is
Spark.
in full force
Yes.
for the fall season. And the next 5-6 weeks will be the fall league for
Fall
Spark
league,
Golf.
yes. It's a short season. I think it ends at the end of October, the first week of November, but it gives us time to golf. So get out there and golf, join the Spark League. And then as the winter comes along, we have this amazing place here, Pars and Rec. They got 4 bays plus the 5th bay that they use for fittings and everything. Come on down, get yourself started, and have some fun golfing. Stay in shape.
Hey, come on over. If you're in Albuquerque, come on down. We're here to 8 o'clock p.m. We're going to be on the air until 7 p.m., and then we're going to spend the last hour meet and greet here at the table and getting people, giving raffle tickets away to win some square shoes and everything else. So stop on by. It's at Manal and Wyoming in the Hoffmantown Plaza here. So stop on by. Plenty of parking and plenty of food, plenty of drinks, plenty of fun to be had.
Yeah.
And Bill, this is so different from anything that they have here in Albuquerque.
It is. It's original, and that's the concept is great. I love the fact that you can do everything. You can come over here. We're going to have one of the young ladies that's going to talk about fittings. Another one's going to talk about doing your clubs, adjusting the loft, adjusting the live, repairing your grips. And all the while, you can be sitting over here either in a bay or you could be having some pizza, some chips and salsa. There's a lot of things you can do while you just hang out and just talk. I mean, if you just want to talk, they got sofas here. They got TV screens everywhere. So you can just enjoy golf or whatever they have on the TV screen.
All right, we're going to head into our first break. When we come back, more live from Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop at the grand opening here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's the Pars and Rec live show, and Bill the GolfFather Cuebas. After this show, we are actually going to be producing the Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop experience. So you're going to see everything from the bays to the fittings and interviews.
To the clothing line. They got some amazing
See, we're stationary right now, so we can't really go around and show everybody everything. But I'll tell you what, you guys are in for a real big treat.
Real treat.
But we have our first interview coming up right after this here on BGT 2.0 on the Ignite Golf Network. We will be right back right after this.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
You've heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards the inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game. Squares, the distance golf shoe.
And we're back here on BGT-tv, Bigg's Golf Talk, BGT 2.0, live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, from Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop.
Yes.
And here next to us right now, our first guest, the man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man that brought Pars and Rec to Albuquerque, David Muddin, everybody.
Woo! Yeah, it's loud. Yes. People are coming in, checking everything out. That's what we want. We want more people, more Albuquerqueans to come in here. Local, get here, check it out. Pars and Recs. It's a beautiful place. And now we have the man, the myth, the legend, David Muddin.
How you doing?
And we're doing great. We had a lot of, you criticized my hat today.
The hat's fine. You just need a new one.
He just wants me to have a new one. So Shade Headwear. My official sponsor for my hat. I need a new hat.
David, let me ask you, where did it all start for you for Pars and Rec?
Yes.
I mean, I had that idea years ago, but when Bullseye retired, it was, you know, it was a good spot to do it, and found some good guys to invest, and that we were off and running.
So you have a veteran as well on the ownership
we do,
team?
Yeah. Dr. Scott Wise is a veteran, and then so is one of the other investors, Scott Stone, actually, yeah.
Oh, nice. So veteran owned, locally owned. And then you came from the University of New Mexico, correct?
New Mexico Military Institute in Roswell.
Oh, yeah. Wow. In Roswell.
Yep.
Ooh, that's the scary. We've driven through there. So you played, and then you played professionally for a little while.
For a long time.
And then, well, how long did you play?
That's almost 20 years.
20 years?
Almost.
As a matter of fact, Bill, if you look behind us, there's a scorecard of his.
Yes.
What's that scorecard from there, David?
That's when I was a low PJ professional at the 2013 PJ Championship. Yeah,
wow.
Oak Hill.
When you guys see the experience, you're going to see more of his flags, his awards. You're going to see more about David around the shop and stuff like that. His bags, who he played, what clubs he's playing. We're going to find everything about you during the experience. Right now, we're stationary, so we can't do this all around. But tell us, how did you guys, I mean, I know you said this concept years ago. How did you make it come to fruition?
A lot of work, a lot of talking it out, a lot of ideas. I've always kind of had the main vision of, the food and the beverage and the teaching and the recreation, playing, the TrackMan simulators, the fittings, the full retail. It's everything under one roof. We have full club repair, putter bending machines, club bending machines. There's nothing you can't get here.
No, there really isn't.
You come get your clubs regripped, and you can have a beer and a pizza, and we'll do them for you. You can
get
you can play,
fittings. You could have everything done right here. You could have a seat on the sofa and watch some TV if you want. You can go over there to Star Brothers and have a pizza and a brew, and you can take your food and eat it by the bays if you want to. Yep. You can shop. You can do everything and anything here, folks. All you got to do is stop in. Now, you have a sign-up going on. If they do it today and only today, they get a month free for their membership, correct?
Month free membership, correct, yep.
So 1 free month, folks. So it's 13 months for 12 if they do it, or is it month to month?
It's month to month.
It is month to month.
They can do it for just a month if they like.
So look at that. You come in, you get your month, come in here. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be here. And the cold, we just talked about the weather here. The cold is coming. This is where you want to be. You can be inside any time of day. You guys close at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we're 9 to 10 Monday to Saturday and 10 to 10 on Sundays.
You can't beat that, folks. 10 p.m. they close. You can come here, have a beer, break some bread with your partners out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do.
Now, David, let me ask you about the bays itself. Do you guys have golf games in those bays? You have different golf courses. How do those bays work?
Yeah, so you can play a golf course, you can play a par 3 course, you can use a range, you can play cartoon games. You can do almost everything on there. Yeah.
And so you really don't have to be a golfer to come here and actually
not at all,
play that.
You don't have to go chasing your ball; it always comes back.
It always comes right back, and that's what I like. And I like your initiative of the lady golfers here. The specialists, the lady specialists. We're going to be talking to one of them later on. I like that because that's a great way to grow this game of golf. I always felt when we talked about it for years and years, if you can get the women in, you're going to get their kids in, and I think it's a great experience to get the moms in here. I love, we go on and see the girls on tour and their moms are on their bag and stuff like that. And I think this is a great place. You can come here. You don't have to worry about being on the golf course with your kids.
No, and it's for every. I mean, you could have never played golf before. Or you could be a professional. You can still use the machine.
Absolutely.
In any way you want.
During the week, and there was a kid. He was like 8 years old. He was in one of the bays, and he was having a blast.
Yep.
He was talking to himself.
It's addicting. It's a lot of fun.
It is, and that's what you want. You want to get these little kids in there and get them involved in the game and help grow golf. That's what it's about. And I think you have a winner. I like what you have going on here.
I know we talked about memberships. Let me ask you this question. Do you have to be a member to participate here at Pars and Rec?
No, not at all. You can go on our website, parsandrec.com, and book a bay 14 days in advance. Yeah,
up to 14 days. That's not bad. Yep. And this is also, folks, it's a great place to throw your company parties. I know the holidays are coming. I can see this place packed. Come here. You guys could have your gatherings here. It doesn't matter for what, whether it's company or just to have a family outing. You could have it here. You have food here. You don't have to worry about anything. They're going to take care of all your needs. Right.
Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And let me ask you, now that you've seen your product come to fruition, is it what you dreamed of?
Yeah, and more. Yeah, I think it turned out really good.
It did.
We'll be doing a lot of different things,
You can still have space to do stuff.
Yeah. We're going to increase the retail portion a little bit and run leagues and winter leagues. And
you got an amazing shop there. You got Swanee's that are here. Swanee's got some great clothing. Waggle, I believe, is the other one.
Waggle.
I have never seen them before.
FootJoy. We're going to be bringing in some Peter Millar, some DG. Yeah, we're going.
So they got
constantly
some really
changing
stylish.
and improving. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he said, it's a one-stop shop. If you want to get grips, they have you're going to see one.
If you need to be re-gripped, one club, 16 clubs, whatever, they could do it right here for you.
Yep. And if you're just getting started in golf, this is the place.
Oh, let me tell you something. Let's talk a little bit about that because we talked about how fun this place is. But in the social shop itself,
yes,
they have a beginner set from way beginning, and there's steps.
U.S. Kids.
The U.S. Kids stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've had them on the show in the past as well. We've covered them from the PGA show. That was one of the best things when I walked in and I saw it. I was like, yes, it's complete. You have it for everything because they're hard to get. Kids clubs, all different ages. As they grow, the clubs grow, and you have them all here in stock. So, folks, bring your kids down. There's families coming in here now. This is a family-friendly place. You can bring kids of all ages and hang out and do what you want to do right here.
And to be partnering up with Star Brothers Brewery, what does that mean for you and Pars and Rec?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, they do a great job. I think they've got a great following in town, and they've been awesome to work with. And yeah, we've become friends, and yeah, we're looking for a bright future.
And it's a local brewing company.
Yep.
So
Again,
everything
local.
is staying local.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I live here, they live here. Yeah, it's locally owned for sure.
And that's what you want, folks. Support local. Come here and shop, play some golf, get fitted, expand your. If you want lessons, they got a bunch of guys here and ladies that can help bring your game to the next level.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to it too. And I'll tell you, the local aspect is very important because if you come here, you're spending money back locally.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, there's certainly other facilities, and I'm going to pose that tough question to you, but what sets you aside than your competitor that's here in Albuquerque?
I just think the whole experience is a lot more enjoyable than just walking into a regular golf store. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Everyone that works here is great. It's fun. We're inviting, and we have everything you need. I mean,
it's indoors.
It's indoors, climate control.
I just think the whole experience is very unique, and you don't get it anywhere else.
It really is. I mean, we've been lucky enough that we get to travel a lot, so we get to go all around the country, and this by far is the most unique place, all in one, that you can ask for right here.
And that was our goal. So
well, goal achieved. Now
even if you don't come play golf, just come check it out because I guarantee you will.
You're gonna find something that you like. They got a lot with clothes, golf balls, gloves, you name it, they have it all here. Everything you're gonna need is gonna be in this place.
Now, one thing that was pointed out to me by a customer that was walking around, and we were talking beforehand, and one thing we've noticed and we've talked about, before leading up to today, was your contributions to the Folds of Honor in a charitable aspect. Is Pars and Rec going to move in that direction as well and be a charitable company giving back?
Yeah, for sure. We get up and running, and then I mean, I help with the Hopeful Open every year, and we raise a lot of money for the Folds of Honor. It's a great foundation and a great charity. For those of you that don't know what it's all about, I suggest you look it up. And it's really, really cool. It gives scholarships to the kids of fallen soldiers.
And now first responders.
Yeah.
So they're covering it all. They've expanded over 14 years.
Yeah.
So they've done a lot. They've all grown. And we've watched some of the kids. I mean, there's one that's a friend of mine on Facebook. He's a scientist. He's working on cancer research. And he started getting the scholarship years ago.
There's a lot of cool stories associated with the Folds of Honor.
He's going to Harvard. He got a grant to go to Harvard. And that's what it is. There's a lot of great stories out there of these kids going and giving back. And the wives that have been affected giving back and being part of the Gold Star Wives. It's incredible what they're doing out there.
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
Like we mentioned earlier, we have a veteran that's an investor, and we're going to run some veteran leagues and do things for them.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Now, how long does the typical fitting for a full bag of clubs take for the golfer?
Full bag fitting, 45 minutes maybe. Yeah, it really just depends on the person and what they're looking for and what they've already got. And
folks, they got
it can
all
take
the
longer
clubs
than
here.
that, but it can take less than that too.
Yeah. They got every kind of club that you can imagine. They have it here. They're going to fit you to what's best for you, unless you have a club in mind that you're dead set against. If you want that, they can get it. But with the fitting that they have in all these bags and the process, they got from Mizuno, Titleist, Callaway. They have every major manufacturer here. You can come here. I've seen Ping. Anything you want, they have. All you got to do is come in and get fit. And it was free today, correct?
We don't charge for fittings anyway.
Anytime.
The fittings are free, yep.
Wow.
Okay, folks. You heard
Wow.
that. We said free, but it's free all the time. They don't charge for it. Come in.
I'll tell you what, we are live here
Yes.
at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And on social media, we have Pars and Rec checking in on social media.
Hi, Pars
and
and
they
Rec.
say, love it.
Loving. And they came. Hey, look at that. Hugs are free, too.
There you go.
Come and get your hug.
Come and get a hug.
Come and get a hug. That's awesome.
David, what would you like to tell the listeners out there right now that can't be here today about Pars and Rec and how to take care of everything, website, social media, everything?
Yes, you can do everything on our website. If you want to book a lesson or a fitting, that information will be on there soon. You can book the bays already on the website. Just come check it out. Come enjoy
and what
the
is that
experience.
website?
Parsandrec.com.
Nice and simple.
Yep.
Parsandrec, REC.com is the website.
Check them out on social media. They're very active, and they do reply to your messages quickly.
Yes, they do. Yeah, your social media person is just fantastic.
Yes,
they're doing. I mean,
they do a great
2
job.
or 3 posts a day, and we're sharing it. They're sharing ours and everything else. They do a fantastic job.
They really do. They do a really good job. That's what you have to battle, getting it out there.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Muddett is our guest. Thank you, David, for joining us
Thanks,
here
guys.
on the live show of BGT 2.0 on the Ignite Golf Network. More coming your way right after this.
You've heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game. Squares, the distance golf shoe.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
And we're back live here at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Woo-woo! Come on by, taste the food, taste the beer,
fill out a
taste
raffle,
the soft drinks, get some prizes. Come and sign up.
They're
for
walking
free pair of
around,
shoes.
giving stuff out. Come down, take a peek, take an eat, get a drink.
It's all happening at Wyoming and Minot in the Hoffman Town Plaza.
Yes.
And joining us now, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas, we'd like to introduce our next guest.
Anthony from Titleist.
Anthony from Titleist. Anthony, how you doing, sir?
Doing very well. Thank you very much.
And what are you doing here tonight?
Doing custom fittings for anybody that comes in tonight, representing Titleist. We've had one fitting so far today, went great, and just being available for this phenomenal opening here.
That's awesome. We do a lot of work. He happens to be married to the daughter of the president of the Foes of Honor New Mexico chapter.
Yes.
So we have deep roots. We talked to Mr. Dave Muddett about that as well. He does a lot of stuff with the Foes of Honor. Titleist does a lot of stuff with the Foes of Honor. So you got a whole bunch of bags lined, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bags lined up along there, the bay to get fit. Folks, come down, get fit by Anthony. How does the process go to fit somebody, Anthony?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So really, getting fit, come in, bring your current set of sticks. We get a baseline on the TrackMan on some numbers, and then as we build clubs for you, we really look at 3 real key pieces of the fitting.
Okay.
Distance, dispersion, and descent angle.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically find a head that gets us started in the best launch conditions.
Okay.
Match a shaft, and then dial in your lie angles and some of the weights there, and get your optimal ball flight.
That sounds like fun. How long does that take from start to finish?
Yeah, so if for a set of clubs, you're looking at about an hour. For a full bag, if you're doing wedges, irons, and woods, you're looking at about 2 hours.
So you do it all. You do woods, irons, everything.
Absolutely, and wedges and putters as well.
So if some folks are happy with what they have in their bag of irons, you also do putting fittings and all the other stuff.
Absolutely, putting fittings. We can also, you may be happy with your set, but we can get you in there. Look at your gapping, making sure that your gaps between all your clubs are consistent.
Mhm.
Make sure your top end gaps with like your 4-iron and 5-iron are working for you, and you're getting the proper launch.
Is it still typical like a 12-yard difference between clubs?
Well, generally we're probably looking closer to 10.
10 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now in your longer clubs, we'll look, we can get a little bit more, upwards of 12 to 15. Just kind of depending on the flight. But with your scoring clubs, you're really looking at 10-yard gaps.
10-yard gaps.
For a beginner that just taking up golf for the first time, I mean, Titleist, would you say Titleist is more for once you've established your swing, Titleist is the equipment that you want to be in and not something you want to start off when you get fitted?
Yeah, so that's a great question. For many years, Titleist was really, kind of considered a better player's golf club.
Right.
Yeah.
And primarily they took a lot of direction from their tour players. So a lot of the influence of the design was based on a tour player's needs.
Yep.
Subsequent generations now, Titleist has really invested a lot in developing golf clubs for everybody. And in that, we've come out with this new generation. And so to your point, a beginning golfer coming into Titleist, we have a golf club for them now.
Nice.
And more importantly, when we're fitting, I have enough options available to me that I can get them into a shaft that's going to perform for them now.
Mhm.
And really what that means for them, it just makes the game easier from the beginning. So
Right.
yeah, Titleist has done a great job at bridging that gap. Not only listening to the tour side, but we're listening to the average golfer. We're making golf clubs for both.
When you actually go through your fitting, what's the first thing when that person walks into that glass room next to us? What's the first thing that you're going to put in his hand to actually fit them properly?
Yeah, so when they first come in, what we'll actually do is a quick evaluation of their game, kind of how much they play, how much they practice. Take a look at their current setup, what they're in now, what they like about it, what they might want to improve. And then really what we start with is I start with what we call the gamer. If we're fitting a driver, I'm going to have you hit your gamer driver. And we're going to get a baseline of the numbers that we're looking for. And then take a look at the TrackMan numbers and discuss what needs to happen, what can be improved, what is good. And then we start building to that optimal ball flight. So swing speeds have a lot to do with that, angles of attack, all those things. We take that in consideration and get you going. But we start you with your gamer, and then based on those numbers, start building off of that and let TrackMan kind of determine, where we're headed and then what we see and feel as well.
So let me ask you, as I've been playing for many years, I've always wondered, as a fitting standpoint, do the length of my arms, because I have one of those dinosaur arms, do the length of my arms matter when it comes to fitting?
Yes.
Because I can't get the yardage off my driver.
No, that's kind of a neat point. So traditionally, I'll be on the tee and I'll get a guy, he's 6'4", he comes in and he's in +1 inch, clubs, because that's what they told him. Well, you're tall, you should do that. We don't take into consideration that the 6'4" guy also has arms that match his body and tend to hang down quite a bit farther. So you'd be surprised how many tall guys are actually in shorter golf clubs and how many shorter guys are in longer clubs because of that very point.
Oh, wow.
Arm length does matter.
Yeah.
Your body proportions do matter, right? And during that fitting, we can identify that not only in what we see from a static position, but from a dynamic, we can see numbers change based on the shaft change as well.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to come back and see you for my driver.
Yeah.
Because everything else I'm happy with. It's the driver. I can't, I just can't get past that 200-yard mark.
Well, definitely give me a shot at that. That sounds like a challenge. I like that challenge.
I like that challenge.
Challenge accepted. Let's get you in one of those bays and see what we can get you. It might be something, maybe, most of the time when what do they tell you? Shorter shaft. maybe
I'm like a -1 right now in all my clubs.
Yeah, so maybe that
and maybe my driver has to be different from my other clubs.
Yeah, well, and think of it like this, too. Your driver is probably at 45.5 inches long.
I don't think it's that. I think they cut it down.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if it's at 45, I don't even fit into 45.5 inch length.
Right.
So, maybe 43.5, 44 is even the right number.
Wow, going down to even 43,
Absolutely,
huh?
Absolutely.
We have to check that out. We're going to have the results later back for you. We'll be talking about it. So that's the goal and the challenge, to get Biggs and his dinosaur arms, as he calls them, to get him past 200 yards. And Anthony has accepted the challenge. So we're going to have to do that after we go off air. But I'll be reporting back for sure.
I love it.
I love that. I want to see him get past 200 yards. I get tired of blasting it past him. So I'm hoping that he can lift us up when we play together.
There you go.
We need that.
Now, Anthony, how long have you been at Titleist?
So I've been with Titleist a little over a year now.
Congratulations.
I was a golf professional for 15 years. Started having children, decided to get out of the golf business. Now my children are kind of on autopilot, and I've gotten back with it. And Titleist is a phenomenal company, give us great tools, build great product, and I'm just happy to be a part of helping people get better at golf.
That's awesome. And they give back. And that's one of the biggest things that I like.
And I'll tell you what, man, New Mexicans, they love their golf. They love their golf. You see them out there.
Only because you've only been with them for a year. I don't know if the folks out there know, but I was in one of their first commercials when they were doing their ball testing. They brought us all out into Florida, and they gave us balls, and we didn't know what we were playing with. And a little kid came up to me at the PGA show and said, "You're on TV." And I was like, "No, not yet." "No, you're on TV." I was like, "Nah, not yet." And he's like, "Look." And I was like, "Oh, I'm on TV." So yes, I was on that, and I did go to Carlsbad. So I did that as well. So I've done a lot of stuff with Titleist over years. So congratulations. I love that they give back, to our military, and they help the folks vulnerable. Don't forget anybody or leave anyone behind.
So here's a tough question for you, Anthony. I will pose it to you. I know typically Bill would ask this question. Do you fit the golfer to their swing, or do you fit them to something else?
Great question. As a fitter, and primarily my job is to put tools in people's hands that are going to make them better. So I kind of have to be a little unbiased. I get a lot of questions. Hey, do you like X shaft? Do you like this? Do you like that? And my stock answer is I don't know. Who's hitting it? What do we need to do with the ball flight?
Sure,
exactly. So we are truly probably fitting the swing a little bit more.
Good.
Right? Taking what you naturally do and putting something in your hands so that you don't have to change as much. But with that, if, I know somebody, and, we talked about that interview process. If I know somebody's going to be working on their game, or for instance, I got a junior that's going to be working out, getting stronger, I'll probably take into consideration that when fitting and make sure that we give him something to grow in.
Do you kind of ask that question? What is your goal for the next 5 years?
100%. Yes.
Because, you're going to, typically, us, we get clubs every year, but typically, average golfers always want something new. And typically that something new is every 5 years.
Sure. Sure.
And the industry's gotten away from that. Get 10 more yards, get 10 more. You heard that every year. And I'm like, I should be hitting that thing like 500 yards by now. But
good point.
Yeah. So, ultimately when you get fit, you max out the pro. And what people don't understand, you want to give up some yardage for dispersion, rate, and being straight. Because we see it. We see a lot of guys, they go out there and hit 300 yards, but they're hitting it into the woods.
Yes.
And then they're losing balls and doing all this stuff. So, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great conversation piece, primarily because as fitters, we do, a lot of the people we're working with are chasing that distance number, right? So as a fitter, it's kind of my job to, obviously I want to put you in something you're going to hit farther if we can, right? And a lot of times we can do that, but I would hate to put something in your hands to hit it farther but not straighter, right?
Yes.
Because the farther you hit it, the longer the ball's in the air, the more offline it potentially can go, right?
Absolutely.
So to that point, what I look at is those 3 Ds, the distance, dispersion, and descent angle. When we have dispersion and descent angle proper, we tend to get the best dispersion piece. And too many times we think of dispersion as left and right dispersion, but not distance dispersion.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of the times I'm fitting people, they'll be hitting a 7-iron 185 yards, but it's rolling out to 200. So we got 45 feet of dispersion there that we need to tighten up. So I'll actually rein in the distance a little bit, get the launch up, the landing down up a little bit. And now we have something that may not fly as far, but his dispersion is going to be a 20-foot dispersion versus a 40-foot.
Yeah.
So, and as through the fitting process, we're really vetting all those things. You never get it perfect. Like there's no real perfect. You want to get in an area where, again, it makes it easy for the golfer to use. And then our misses and our bad shots are better. And then, of course, if that's the case, our good shots are going to be better as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, and you're talking about dispersion and all that stuff. What I get befuddled when I'm on the golf course and I'm golfing with somebody and they just have a nice, smooth, slow speed. Now, forever and ever and ever, for years, up until today, you always hear the theory you need to have club head speed to generate distance. Yet I'm seeing people with a nice, smooth, slow swing, and they're out driving me, and I'm trying to grip it and rip it, and I can't get that distance. So can you overswing?
Absolutely. So you want to think of contact, center of contact. You know, how solidly you strike a golf ball is going to determine a lot of how much speed is transferred into that golf ball. So if I'm not hitting the ball very solid, so I'm hitting it towards the toe a little bit, right? But I have 110 mile an hour speed, yeah, I'm going to get X distance. But a little less speed with better compression, a little better contact is going to create better ball speed. So when we fit, I do see a lot of times when people slow down a little bit, we tend to hit the ball a little farther because of that contact piece, right? But we all know, too, that golf, we want to hit it a long way, and it matters. So I kind of tell people you want to swing as hard as you can without breaking down the system, so to speak, right?
Now, we're talking about now you bring up golf balls. And everybody wants to hit that Titleist
Pro V1
Pro V1 golf ball, spend the $50, and what do you say about that?
I think there's tools for every person. I mean, I think, when we look at a carpenter's toolbox, we see all those tools in there. I might use 3 or 4 of those. He's going to use them all, right? I think when it comes to the golf ball and really fitting, again, being unbiased from a standpoint, I suggest you try them all out and find out which one fits best for you.
They have a full line, but everybody's fixated with the Pro Vs. But they have velocity. They have all kinds of balls.
I was a big fan of velocity.
Well, there's a ball for everybody, and I think that's the answer. Really, is and testing that and testing and measuring that for each golfer, I think, is important, right?
Okay. When you do your fitting, what balls are you using?
Oh, great question. So I generally start them with the Pro V1. However, through the interview and through the fitting process, now I don't do a full ball fitting.
Yes.
Right. But through questions and then just what I'm seeing, we might make recommendations and then maybe try a Pro V1X on the fitting for a little bit to see if we're getting what we want.
The compression, everything is going to change.
Well, do you also take a look at their swing speed to say, okay, can they actually compress the Pro V1?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, when I fit a better player that, club champion's got a ton of speed, that fitting goes a lot different, right?
Right.
Than my 36 handicapper. It doesn't mean we can't get the same effect at the end. But so we're taking that in consideration. And listen, there's no secret. The more speed you have, a lot of times the easier this game can be.
Yes.
We're talking with Anthony. He's one of the fitters. He's with Titleist Golf, and he's here tonight at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, right off of Wyoming and Manal. Come on by. We're going to be here until 8 p.m. You can enter. We have raffle tickets to win a pair of Squares shoes and everything else. And Anthony, what final thing would you say to the golfer out there when it comes to fittings? And what would you say? So 2 questions. What would you last thing about fittings? And what would you tell somebody about Pars and Rec?
About fitting, get fit. Go through the process. I think it's for everybody. Obviously, I'm biased, but once you've gone through a fitting and you've seen how much a better tool in your hand that's made for you can work, I think I just think you makes it that much easier. Pars and Rec, what a facility, guys! Right?
Wow.
I mean, this place is beautiful.
And don't forget, later on, maybe not today, but sometime this week, we will get you the results. Does the big man get past 200? Stay tuned.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish.
Oh, no. A great facility. Beautiful place. Lots of, great activity tonight.
How was the pizza?
The pizza was phenomenal. The bays are great. I've been to a lot of facilities like this. This is definitely one of the nicer ones I've been to.
It really is.
They did a great job.
Anthony, thank you so much. We see that you have customers there.
Yes.
We want to thank you, and thank you for joining us here on Bigg's Golf
We
Talk.
appreciate you. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way live from Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We'll be right back right after this.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Give me more Vibracore.
What are you talking about, Duffy?
I'm talking about more feel. I'm talking about more power.
I'm talking about
More forgiveness. I'm talking about more winning.
We're talking about all new Vibracore.
Absolutely the longest and best dealing irons you'll ever hit.
We're talking about Mike Weir and Alex Chaka. You know these guys know.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
The new issue of Golf Central magazine is out now. You can review the latest issue at golfcentralmag.com. That's golfcentralmag.com. And to share your love of this great game, visit turflife.club. That's turflife.club.
And we're back here on BGT-tv, Bigg's Golf Talk, BGT 2.0 on YouTube and on Facebook on the Ignite Golf Network. Hello, everybody on YouTube and Facebook.
Everywhere.
And we're here
we have
live.
A star with us.
Yeah, we're here live at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And what's making this a great partnership and a great facility, Bill, is they're offering drinks and food and just talking about the social aspect. We have people sitting on the couches here and just enjoying a nice drink, enjoying some food in the area over there. Mm-hmm. But the man behind the partnership of Pars and Rec and Star Brewing Company is the man himself, and he is John Starr. John, welcome into Bigg's Golf Talk.
I'm sorry.
You're here. You're in.
Yeah, here.
You're live.
Happy to be here.
All right. We said we gave you props. We tell you the star of the star. Yes.
Happy to be here.
We're glad that you're here. So tell us, what made you decide to join forces with Mr. Muddit?
Well, when they brought this idea to us, we looked at the concept. It sounded amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like it in town.
No, nothing.
And we weren't actively looking for a partnership like this, of course, but when we really drilled down and go, okay, they're going to do something as amazing as this with 5 bays and the following that David has, we thought was really attractive, and we just decided it was the right fit for us.
I think it's a great fit for
it's
you
a great
guys.
fit.
I think honestly, this is what's missing. We were missing this. We actually came in the beginning when they had the soft opening, and we had some of your pizza. Ooh,
it is good. It is really good. We had the beast mode.
We had the beast with green chili.
There's a little meat on that guy.
There was a little meat on that, but we ended up with the green chili on it, and that kicked it over the
that's
top.
over the top. What's in that can, by the way?
That's just Pepsi. Diet Pepsi, sir.
All right.
Yes, but you guys are also a brewing company.
We are. We operate our original brewery over on 5700 San Antonio Northeast. We've been there.
Love it.
Yes.
We've been open for close to 8 years. We have a pretty good following over there. I think that's how they found us. Some people said, go talk to those guys. And they approached us, and we thought, wow, what a great opportunity to do something really cool.
And I'll tell you what, the brewing of the beers and the different flavors and what you guys offer there is just fantastic, on top of what the food is, food tastes like. So it's just not the brewery, but the food aspect is top notch. And now partnering up with Pars and Rec, bringing that type of style to this really takes it over the top and makes this place a 5-star place.
And you are from New Mexico?
I am from New Mexico for the most part. I moved here when I was 12 years old, 1976.
Nice.
Yeah, so we kind of pioneered, I think, in a way, bringing a full menu to breweries. There was some before us, like Chama River, give them their props. But we brought a full menu, and so for here to get started, we have this amazing pizza oven. We're doing some great pizzas. We have the option. We're going to grow from there. We're going to do some other things. It's kind of our startup menu. We can move into some more options as we grow. So
I follow you guys on social media, and I saw the new charcuterie board, and I also saw I call them nachos. They're not nachos, folks. I'm from the East Coast. They're what are they? Chips and salsa that they have. So is that going to be part of the menu here?
Oh yeah, we brought over the chips and salsa already. We call it Edgar Salsa. Okay. He's our kitchen manager over at Star Brothers on San Antonio.
Nice. So the salsa is yours.
Well, that's homemade from that guy right over there.
Right over there.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is. The salsa man.
So that's all house made, in-house salsa. We do it right here. So we make it over there, bring it over here.
Absolutely.
But we're going to continue to do things like that, like the chips and salsa. We're gonna make up some salads, and we'll grow the menu. And I don't know that we would ever get to the full Star Brothers menu here,
right?
But we'll do some cool creative stuff that I think people will like.
Yeah. I think what you could probably do, and what's so good is here is the adaptiveness that you have with changing it up monthly or changing it up and growing, and what has sold, what has not sold. All right, let's take that off that has not sold. Let's try something new and see if that works. Yeah. And that's what you have here. It's just a great thing for you to be able to change it up and showcase what Star Brewery is all about.
Yeah, I agree. And we've got a lot of options. People come in Sunday morning, play a little golf. We got Bloody Marys, we got margaritas, we got beer, we got some good food.
And let me tell you something. I had your Bloody Mary at the brewery. It is to die for.
Being that you're talking about changing things up and stuff like that, you guys are a brewery, so you guys make your own beer, correct?
All the beer we serve here is all coming straight over from our brewery on San Antonio.
So will you be making like special limited edition ones and bringing it here as well?
Yeah, we've already talked about that. We want to do a Pars and Rec beer, probably.
See, I asked that question.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, I was like,
well, David asked right away. We've been talking about it from the beginning.
That is awesome.
We're going to do the Muddet Lager or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
The Muddet
Lager.
I like that. That's a great idea. And you know what I like about, I'm not from this coast, so I'm kind of transplanted and go back and forth, East Coast, West Coast, and stuff like that. But what I've noticed here, which is missing on the other side, is supporting local. Everything on the other side where I'm from is big. Everything's big. And what I'm finding here, everything is local. And it may not be as big as I'm accustomed to coming from New York, but it's family owned. You have that family feel to everything. You know, no matter where you go, and everything's in unison. Like here, it's blended perfectly with him. Everything that you guys are doing and bringing to the table. We got families here, and you know, whether it be you're bringing them or Pars and Rec are bringing them in. The food's great. We got people drinking everywhere. We got it right in front of us, sipping.
I think that's a great point. One of the things we focused on at Star Brothers for all these years was being a true partner in the community. If we're going to say we're local and we're going to actually say we're going to partner, well, you should probably do it and not just say it. So the family aspect of things, if you go into Star Brothers on any Friday or Saturday night at 6 o'clock, you know, you might trip over a kid here and there. We try
and that's okay.
We try to keep them corralled in, but you know, that's I think what the true feel of being local, being family focused, and I think carrying that over to Pars and Rec, where you know you've got your what we think of as your average golfing age of people, but hey, I think they want to have like kids in here swinging some clubs.
I've seen some kids in here, and I tell you, one of the things that set it over the top for me after we had come here and did a quick visit, I was on Facebook and I was posting some stuff about you guys and Pars and Rec. So I'm sharing the love for everybody, and then I saw Grandma Paige pop up and communicating on, and now mind you, she's in her 80s and she's on Facebook talking about it. And I'm like, no way. So I have to call her up. Hey, and then I'm hearing the story that she's friends with your wife's mother and they're communicating about it. Congrats and everything. And I'm like, that sells it. That's family. That's what New Mexico is about, supporting the local brand, because it doesn't matter the age. We want you from little 5, 6, all the way up to 80.
Yeah, like that little guy. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that little guy over there. That's what we want. We want you all ages. He's probably like 3 or 4 over there walking around. Hi. That's what we want.
Put a club in that guy's hand.
That's it. We want you. Share the love out here. Come out. Come visit. You also have another location. Where's your other locations?
Right now, we have the San Antonio original location in here. These are our 2 locations.
So come check out Star Brothers. We got the man right here, the star, the original star.
And see
it's really his wife, but we can't say that. Oh, I just did. So we know who the star of the family is.
Yeah, it's over there.
It's right there.
You know what can actually happen here is, you know, something like some sort of twist on chicken tenders or grilled cheese for the kids here. You know, I mean, the pizza's already delicious.
Oh my goodness. It is. And we haven't even gone through the menu, sir. You need, you know what you need? Like, what do they call those things? A mixed one. You need one where you could like order and have like
sampler.
Oh yeah, sampler.
A sampler pizza. You can make that happen. Be a star. The sampler. I like that.
Sounds good.
I think we need to try that sample.
So how many types of beers will we see here at Pars and Rec?
Well, right now we have 4 taps, and we're trying to gauge what's gonna be best for the the audience. We found that so far it's like lagers, and we have a Mexican lager that we bring over we call it Somos fondly. And when we made it, we think we've made it for second year now. When it first came out, our top selling beer all the time at our original location was a battle between our house IPA and a couple others that were always right there in second place in sales. When it came out, the Mexican lager soared right to the top, and it's kind of stayed there. Every now and then, depending on the weather, the IPA and some others catch up. So that beer seems to translate really well over here. And then we have another ale, a blonde ale, LA Woman.
Yeah, sure, LA Woman. Yeah, we've seen that.
And we have the IPA because these days people come in for a craft beer, they expect there to be an IPA.
No.
And then we're kind of mixing up the 4th handle. We started with one, and it was doing okay. And then we had a brand new Oktoberfest we just released.
Love Oktoberfest.
And it's amazing.
I'm from Wisconsin, so we love our Oktoberfest out in Wisconsin.
So our Oktoberfest is called Their Wolf, which is, if you're into those old movies, you'll know what that is. So we brought that over, and that's done really well here. Oktoberfest seems to fit right in here. And then we'll keep cycling, and if we get to a point where we need to add a few more handles, we have the ability to add a few more handles as well.
Good. Well, I'll tell you what, the great partnership here at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop and Star Brothers Brewery. I mean, Star Brothers is just right down the street from our house, like 2 minutes. I mean, we live right off of Cathy Ave, and we're just like one road over, and we're there.
That is.
Yeah. And my wife just loves that place. I mean, she loves going there and having a bite to eat, the salads or whatever the case might be. But yeah, we love going there, and you have a really good facility, and to know that this is locally owned and partnering up with a local business, I think it truly means a lot to the community.
Outstanding. It means a lot to us too. It's a way we would only partnered with someone that was local, so
we love it. I think it's going to be great, and I can't wait to see it expand and grow, because it's going to grow in here. It's definitely going to grow. So we appreciate you. Thank you for being on, taking the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for John Starr, the owner of Starr Brewery, partnering up with Pars and Rec, Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. John, thank you so much, and we appreciate you.
John, we appreciate you.
More Bigg's Golf Talk on BGT-tv and
thank you.
BGT 2.0 on the Ignite Golf Network. We'll be right back right after this.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
You've heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game.
Are you an E or a C?
Both have Ridgeback. These are loaded with tech.
Which one are you gaming? Definitely E for me.
It's just so forgiving. I'm definitely an E. C is for Cheka. What else?
C is for kill it. C is me. Low spinning bomb.
So, are you an E or a C?
I don't know. Hey, wait a minute.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
And we're back here at Pars and Rec, Golf and Social Shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are live on this Saturday night, and Bill the GolfFather quiz. And by the way, I was just making an announcement. Can I have everybody's attention, please? At 6:30 p.m., we're going to do the ribbon cutting in the front, so please head to the front at 6:30 p.m. Thank you. There, they want me to announce that.
Okay.
So
6:30.
might as well do it on the show.
Oh, there was a confusion with our next guest. She thought it was going to be 6:15. So they were going to do the ribbon cutting and then come. So I don't know if she's going to be able to come by. We have 2.
All right. Well, we'll be able to get by. Yeah. But you got to have a chance to walk around here. I see it's just crowded like heck in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people drinking some brews. They're having some pizza everywhere. There's some chips and salsa. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So, yes, it's great seeing the crowd out there. It really is.
It is.
They're everywhere.
So far, the interviews that we've had here on Bigg's Golf Talk on BGT-tv with Pars and Rec, before coming into this, you're not sure, it's a company that's opened up another golf shop, another, but I'll tell you what impresses me the most, the GolfFather, is the personable aspect of this, the localness of this, and I think Albuquerque, New Mexico, I think New Mexico, period, got to make sure that this survives.
Yeah, I don't think there's a doubt it's going to survive. It's a great concept. I think the biggest challenge is getting it out, in which what we're trying to do. And you have it's been in the newspaper. Hopefully, they'll be in the news, and it'll just keep growing. And the word's going to be spread by word of mouth, because I think it's a great place. We don't know if you're available, but we're I mean, you don't open till 6:30, and we'll be done by then. It's up to you.
All right.
Well, she's going to join us. Have a seat. All right.
Impromptu, yes.
Yes, impromptu. You can't go wrong.
All right, Bill, who do we have?
Introduce yourself to the folks.
Hey, guys. My name's Tracy.
Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
And Tracy has a significant title. Go ahead, tell us.
I'm the lady specialist as well as the assistant golf pro here.
Lady specialist.
You got it.
You're one of 2 or 3.
Say that again?
Lady specialist, 1 or 2 or 3. There's 3 of them?
There's just me.
There's you? Oh, I thought.
So we have another female. She's our club repair specialist.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Chelsea Perea.
Yes, she's going to be on later on, folks, and talk about everything that's going on. So that's what we were talking about. Ladies, don't be shy. They have women to teach you.
I got you.
As a matter of fact, we are also giving away with our raffle. It could be a men's or ladies shoe with Squares shoes.
Squares.
So stop by the table, get your raffle ticket, and we'd love to have you enter the drawing. And we're giving away tonight.
Square.
Yes.
Yes,
But
it is.
Tracy, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, one thing I've noticed is the ladies do love their golf here.
Yes.
But I wrote an article a few years back. As a matter of fact, I put the theory to test. I walked into a large corporate store. I won't say the name of the store, but when I wrote this article, it was a test. I brought myself in the store. I brought a friend that's a female in the store, and I wanted to see who would get the attention. We walked in there at the same time.
Yes.
Who would get the attention first and the quickest? And no shocker, right? It was me
Absolutely.
that got the attention. And she's looking around, and the guy just turns to her and says, "Oh, yeah, anything you get for your husband will be a great gift."
Ouch.
And
Yeah.
she didn't even ask that question.
No, because she was shopping for herself more than she was probably shopping for her husband.
But do you find that to be a typical response in this industry where the females and the ladies are not taken seriously?
I absolutely do. I agree 100%. Women, mostly golf has been a men's sport for years now, but women are just as capable. We're fully athletic and capable of honestly beating some men, not most men. Let me clarify there.
We have a co-host that's a woman golfer.
Oh, I love
as well.
it.
And she's in Phoenix, in Arizona.
And she actually owns her own company.
Yes. I
love
that's
that.
all female golfers in her company.
Backswing
golf events. Yes.
And they're all pro golfers. They do everything for charity. They do a lot of charitable work. They're all around the country.
Absolutely.
So where we were just in Colorado, we had
Kristen.
So she was on there. Amanda does it. They just celebrated an anniversary.
Ooh,
so
congratulations.
8 years. 8
Yeah.
years in business.
That's awesome.
And she's a multi-million-dollar company right
I
now.
love that for her.
They've been on Holy Moly. They've been on everything on TV shows. It's been crazy.
That's
The
great.
run watching her and her partners grow with the girls, and the girls are amazing. And everybody, we had a scenario where we were just in Colorado when that girl, Kristen, he hit a really
Beat my
good,
ass.
He had a really, really good shot, and he jumped around and celebrated. Yay! Yeah! You see that? And then she went in there and calmly said, "Oh, there's a little wind.
Nice, easy
I'm
swing.
gonna drag it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna 3/4 swing and stuck it to
Right.
about 2 feet, if that far, and just put
Kristen, if you're listening and watching, rematch.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work for him.
I'm sure it might go the same way.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yes. No. I agree. We talk about, we've been a big fan of women golfers.
Yes.
I prefer watching the Epson Tour, what used to be the Sumatra Tour. I love that kind of
Right.
stuff. I always say, bring your family, bring your kids, because there's so much, in tune to the crowds. Sort of what Liv is trying to bring to the men's kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The ladies have been doing that forever.
I
And that's
agree.
what we talk about. If you want kids to experience it and want to do it, bring them to the women's. They're good, and a lot of us can't beat them. We want to think that we can beat them, but we can't. And whether, even if they have the title of Tour Pro, I know there's different pros.
Sure.
These girls are phenomenal.
Absolutely.
We have several that we know. Sarah White.
Yes.
She was on Holy Moly and most famous for Thick Thighs Save Lives. They said it on national TV. That's what she became famous for.
You heard it there first.
You heard it there on Holy Moly first. However, she hits the ball. She drives 300 yards?
Wow, she smokes it.
Well, and I'll give an example. Bill the GolfFather Cuevas in Florida went to a Cobra event, and Lexi Thompson was there.
Yep.
And everybody wanted to play the men's clubs and try out the pros.
Bryson was
Bryson
there.
Shambo.
Absolutely.
He was
so
there.
nobody wanted
Ricky
to try out
Fowler was
Lexi's
there.
clubs. And Lexi's
I raised my hand.
Lexi's like, why? And then
I raised my hand right away. I was like, I'm up for it. And then she was like, okay, don't hurt yourself. And I picked up that club, and I never felt a club that heavy.
Yeah.
It was heavy. And I was like, good God. And then she started taunting me. She's like, all right, don't be afraid.
Get
It's
after
okay.
it. Go get it.
Go get it. And you know how far I hit it?
How far?
About 18 inches.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Hey, we're 15 minutes away from the ribbon cutting, so we want to get her in and out.
Yes.
But Tracy, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
A ladies specialist here at Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop. What does that entail?
It entails comfortability. It entails everyone being accepted. My job here is to bring in women. We don't belong in just a corner of the golf shop. We should be more included. Everything is there. And instead of a male teaching you, I'm going to bring you more comfort when it's me teaching you one-on-one. I grew up around golf. My dad is a director of golf. I have plans to go into the PGA program as well. So my knowledge is only growing from here.
And I hear that you might be having some leagues, maybe a tournament or two.
Looking forward to having some women's leagues here. We're still working out a few things there.
Of course,
but there's
you guys just open up.
Tons of news to come for that.
Yes, and the weather's going to be perfect to come here, ladies, gentlemen, and everything between.
Hey, listen, I'm not one to knock anybody from not liking pink or want to play with pink balls, because I certainly play with pink balls. I wear pink shoes. I wear pink clothing. I wear pink shorts. But I will say this. The stereotyping that we see in golf shops directed towards women, I think Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop is headed in that right direction to say, no, ladies, you are not excluded. You're going to be included, and Tracy's here to help you along the way.
Absolutely. I'm here to take you under my wing. Anything that they need. It's my pleasure. It's what I want to do.
Look her up. Find her online. Walk in. Even better, just come
see
down.
me.
Come see her, talk to her. Everybody here is super friendly. You'll have a great time. You'll mingle, have a brew, have a pizza, and she can tell you all about what she can do to improve your game. And you know what, guys? Don't be shy. She probably can beat you. You could take a lesson from her, too.
Take a little friendly competition any day of the week.
There's nothing wrong with it. We've gotten lessons from the girls, and they're the best ones.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nope, not
we
at
teach
all.
in a different manner, but it all comes across the same way.
Exactly.
So if the ladies here in Albuquerque, New Mexico want to come and see Tracy, do they need a set of clubs to come and see you?
They don't necessarily. We can start them with mine, no problem. We can figure out. I will work with you one way or another.
There you
no
go,
clubs
folks.
or clubs. Happy to help, no matter the.
If you want to
the setup.
dial in your clubs, check them out, have some fun, have a gathering, whatever you want. Tracy's your girl here. Bring them down. I know hopefully maybe this can get bigger and bigger for the ladies, and you'll take all the bays up.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. There you go.
The plan here is to be a whole ladies' night where it's nothing but women in here.
That's awesome.
And
We
you know
look
what?
forward to that.
You know, and here's an event for you to create here. And I'm not going to ask for a royalty from it. Men versus ladies in one of those bays.
Might be fun. We'll see what we can do, right?
It could happen. You know, and you know what? I'm sure they'll take us, so I'll try and take one on.
Hey, we'll try it. Maybe we'll have a one-on-one on the podcast sometime.
Hey, I had a one-on-one with Amanda in a different
And he
place,
lost.
And that's still out for opening. We need a
He
rematch.
lost.
We'll talk about handicaps or something.
Okay. I'm a scratch golfer.
Oh yeah, me too.
I scratched my head after every shot.
Like, oh, what happened
What
there?
the heck
Oh,
did I just
smokes.
do? So yes, challenge accepted. He got a challenge to hit 200-yard driver. I'm to meet you in the Bay one day.
It'll be a good time. We'll see what we can do.
That's going to be a Pars and Rec experience. Part 2, the
Absolutely.
duel between Pretty Boy
Yes.
and Tracy.
Challenge accepted.
Absolutely, you guys.
If you can get to 200 yards, I'm gonna take her down.
Tracy, I know we're 10 minutes away from the ribbon cutting. We're going to let you loose. Any final thoughts for the listeners out there, for the ladies here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that is watching right now, that's going to be watching this at a later time? What would you want to say to those ladies?
Just don't be shy. I know that golf is intimidating. It's one of those sports that we already feel like we're not welcome. But come in here, hold your head high, and I promise we'll grow. We'll be better.
There you go.
There you go. Get here, ladies.
Thank you, guys.
More of Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way. Tracy, thank you so much. Live from Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, right off of Wyoming and Minot, right in the plaza right here. Hoffman Town.
Yes.
Yeah, Hoffman Town Plaza. And come and see us. We're going to be here at 8 o'clock. We're broadcasting live for another 35 minutes.
Yep.
But then we're going to be here for our meet and greet, and we're going to give people some raffle tickets and then choose a winner around 7:45 p.m. here
Sounds
on
like
Bigg's
a
Golf
plan.
Talk. Squares, golf shoes. It's just not for men, but it's for ladies as well.
And for the guys and girls that are walking around out there, check out all the fun giveaways they have, from koozies to towels. And I saw that Star Brothers put something else out there for the crowd. Make sure you grab something, go grab a brew, and thank us later.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way live from Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico on the Ignite Golf Network. We'll be right back right after this.
You've heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game. Squares, the distance golf shoe.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
We're back here on Bigg's Golf Talk, BGT-tv, BGT 2.0, live from Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico, having a good time. Bill, just another aspect from what Tracy talked about here on Bigg's Golf Talk.
Yes.
On just escalating this business to another level and making sure the ladies are not left out.
I love the title, Lady Specialist. She's going to specialize in helping the women get into the game, grow their game, every aspect, tournaments, leagues. They're trying to do it all and fill all the bays, lady, and have a special night just for you of all levels, talking about handicaps and everything else and bringing you to the where you want to be so you can beat all your friends, because we all know when you get on that golf course, you want to be the top dog out there.
Now, rumors have it that at some point they want to bring in leagues into Pars and Rec.
Yep. That's what they're talking about, and we're looking forward to it, and I love seeing it grow. They have everything that everybody needs. all ages, from the kids with the U.S. Kids Golf Clubs, for the men and all the fittings, women's fittings. They have everything. And of course, if you just want to get a grip or you need several grips, a putting grip, whatever, they have all your needs. And hopefully after the ribbon cutting, we're going to have the young lady that's going to be doing all that work for you. She is the fitting specialist. And we'll have her on and she'll tell us more about those details.
Well, I know they got the ribbon cutting that's going to be taking place. We're going to take a short break from our guest here, but that doesn't stop the show here. We got some golf news for you. Billy Horschel's response to hearing Rory McIlroy wanted to hit him.
Oh,
yes.
He wanted to hit him.
Billy Horschel wasn't upset with Rory McIlroy. Nope. Horschel said he would have punched the same person. Now, what is this story all about? Well, to begin right now, yes, Horschel and McIlroy are golfers, but golfers sometimes get hot. Like Horschel and McIlroy at the 2007 Walker Cup. There, Horschel's U.S. team defeated McIlroy's Great Britain and Ireland squad, and Horschel defeated McIlroy twice in 3 matches.
Okay.
Well, Horschel beat McIlroy 1-up in the afternoon singles on the first day. Horschel and Ricky Fowler beat McIlroy and Jonathan Caldwell 2-1 in the morning foursomes on day 2. On later that day, McIlroy defeated Horschel 4-2 in the afternoon singles. Well, on February in 2021, the Horschel offered some of the color, specifically when he almost holed a bunker shot in the foursomes match. I come down like a cheetah, yelling at the top of my lungs, running after the ball. Go in, Horschel said, and it lips out. I guess McIlroy was pissed about that. I guess he was pissed about the day before when we played our singles match. So let's jump ahead 16 years to today.
Yeah.
And McIlroy's turn on subpar and more color. This week, McIlroy had this exchange with co-host Coach Nost on who he was also a member of the team. Out of these two guys, asked Nost, which one you wanted to punch in the face more? 2016 singles match Patrick Reed or 2007 Walker Cup Billy Horschel? Well, McIlroy laughed. Billy Horschel, and that's saying something.
Wow. Okay.
Nost said, yeah, you hated Billy Horschel back then. Said McIlroy, oh, I actually despised him. We've actually become really close since, which is great. So, yeah. Reminiscing those days.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Even golfers have some drama.
Always. Everything's going on. Well, folks, we got a lot of stuff going on.
You know, we talked
here.
about females and ladies in golf. Golf gave this pro surfer a fresh perspective on her sport. Billed as Australian surfing next big thing, 20-year-old Molly Picklam's star has been on the rise ever since she started competing in 2018. Picklam already has back-to-back Australian Championship titles to her name, as well as the 2019 Australian Pro Junior title. And in February, Picklam claimed her first ever Championship Tour title at Sunset Beach in Hawaii, winning the Hurley Pro. The win powered her to the top of the women's rankings, where she's now 4th.
Wow.
So what does all that have to do with golf? A lot. During a recent chat, Picklam said that learning to play the game has been a boom for her surfing career.
Nice.
My golf journey started in South Africa, Picklam said. My coach is a passionate golfer, and he's quite good himself. And I was surfing, and I was just kind of got to obsess with it and lost all the flow, and she lost the love for her own sport for a little bit.
Wow.
So Picklam found that golf and surfing share a couple of important attributes, especially when it comes to mental side. I feel like golf, it's quite a long game, and so you can look ahead, and in surfing, it's the same. You want to take the trophy at the end of the day, at the end of the event, and it's just like you can break it down into moment to moment, and every single ball is a new opportunity. And for us, it's very similar because every wave is a new opportunity to shine. So,
Perfect, yeah.
here's a perfect example of how golf has shaped somebody's life into something else that she was doing before she started playing.
It's a great story. I mean, there's a lot of things when you think about surfing and golf and a lot of stuff, the attributes, balance, the core has to be tight. So she's already set, physically for the game of golf because she has that. And she's not playing a softball. And anything. So her swing, just building on that swing with that core, had to, help her propel right to the game and love it. She already had the mechanics just from the surfing aspect, which a lot of people don't think about because we hear about hockey players, baseball players, but a surfer came in there. What's number 4?
4th on the list.
That's crazy. Congrats to her. And we all know the mental aspect of golf. Golf can do wonders for you on the golf course.
What would a Bigg's Golf Talk show be without a Phil Mickelson story?
Nothing.
With the rise of Live Golf and his central role in its creation, Phil Mickelson has taken a lot of heat over the past 2 years. Now, even with a potential agreement in place between the PGA Tour and the PIF, Mickelson is still taking shots from all over the place. The latest takedown, and one of the most severe we've heard yet, comes from major champion and Ryder Cup veteran Lanny Watkins in an interview with Golf Week. The truth is, Phil's disappointing, Watkins told Golf Week. I mean, we all love Phil and watch him play, but to do the stuff he's done and, cause the problem he's caused and the friction he's caused and the divisiveness in golf he's caused, then Watkins ratcheted up the heat, referencing Mickelson's struggles with gambling, which were revealed to the world in Billy Walters' book, Gambler: Secrets from a Life at Risk, which we talked about that.
Yeah, we had.
And really don't know how true that book is and all that. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for golf, where would Phil Mickelson be? Watkins continued. He'd be gambling in a ditch somewhere. So, it's not good. I think he owes more to the game than what he's done.
Ouch. That's a rough comment.
It's amazing. It's
people are going after him, man. They don't care anymore, which is crazy. But folks, it's 6:30, so make your way for the ribbon cutting.
6:30. Please make your way to the front for the ribbon cutting, everybody.
Yeah, they're getting ready to cut that famous ribbon one time only.
Rory McIlroy says the Americans have a specific Ryder Cup advantage. How about this? Despite how things may look on paper, it's hard not to think of the Americans as underdogs as they head to Rome to try to retain the Ryder Cup at the end of the month. Why? Despite the fact that the U.S. team won a dominant fashion at the Ryder Cup in Whistling Straits in 2021, the Americans haven't won on European soil for over 30 years.
Wow.
When they claimed a narrow 15-13 victory at the Belfry in 1993, one player who was well aware of the task ahead is European regular Rory McIlroy, who appeared on this week's episode of Golf's Subpar to discuss a number of topics, with the Ryder Cup being a primary focus right off the bat.
Yeah.
I think the American team have really turned a corner the last few years. I think the cadence of them, and you're hearing the cheering in the background. The ribbon cutting has been officially cut.
And you
got congratulations to Pars and Rec Golf and Social Shop.
Yeah, and they got the La Cueva dancers out there. Big shout out. La Cueva
High School.
La Cueva High School. The girls are out there. The dance team's out there. They've been here for a while, practicing and running around, and they were part of the ribbon cutting. Good for them. Thank you, girls, for being here. We appreciate that.
To continue on with this story, the key to a European victory, says McIlroy, will be to limit the American advantage in one specific area. For the most part, we drive the ball great. If you look at Rambo, myself, Victor, and Ludwig in there, if you break it down in terms of the parts of the game, we want to get wedges and short irons out of the Americans' hands. So they're talking about the short game being the strongest part for the American team.
I can see it, and I'm hoping that I'm split because, of course, we got Rom in there, and we have Sepp in there, and there are a few of my favorites. But we got the Square Boy in there, so we're hoping that he's going to square it up and go on to victory. I'm going to be cheering him for almost every single match, even though he's on the other side. But I'm not sure, but I believe he has dual citizenship, so I'm going to root for him every time he plays, and that's going to be my reasoning.
All right, we're going to head into our last break, I think, possibly, and then we're going to get into back into the guests. Now that the ribbon cutting ceremony has completed. Congratulations once again to Pars and Rec
Mr.
Golf
David.
and Social Club.
Yes,
and we're going to take a break. When we come back, our next guest here at Pars and Rec in Albuquerque, New Mexico, live on Bigg's Golf Talk. We'll be right back right after this.
Wow, riser sole.
Riser sole?
A 90-gram weight in a sole? How in the world do they do that?
Seriously? It's all titanium?
This thing launches, and it just doesn't spin.
I can't believe how far this thing goes. Do you have riser sole? Seriously, this is the longest fairway wood you will ever hit.
Scott McCarron, you know this guy knows.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Wow, riser sole.
Riser sole?
A 90-gram weight in a sole? How in the world do they do that?
Seriously? It's all titanium?
This thing launches, and it just doesn't spin.
I can't believe how far this thing goes. Do you have riser sole? Seriously, this is the longest fairway wood you will ever hit.
Scott McCarron, you know this guy knows.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
All right, we are back here live from Pars and Rec Social Golf and Social Shop.
Yeah.
On Bigg's Golf Talk in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We hope everybody's enjoying the show and everybody's having fun here at Pars and Rec. I'm looking forward to this show so we could have pizza afterwards. I'm going to order some pizza.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pizza.
I love the pizza. Love the food.
Yeah. We're going to have our last guest as she makes her way down to the stage. We're going to have the specialist when it comes to the
fitting
club fitting specialist. Oh, she's going to be doing, she's going to be able to do your grips. she's going to be able to do a lot of stuff for you, getting your stuff ready, and to go out there,
club
and play,
repairs,
club
stuff
repairs. She's going to be doing all that fun stuff. So she'll be joining us in a minute. We were making our way down here, but she had to make a quick stop. So when she's done, she'll be joining us. But that's how we're going to finish the show up, with getting all about, how the grips, coming in, dropping them off your clubs, and getting all that fun stuff down. But it's great to see the crowd out there. You got lots of young kids out here as well, which is always great to see. So, yeah, we see you out there putting. So, yeah, that's how we get started. She could be on tour in no time. That's what it's all about, getting them in here nice, young, and early and started so they can go out there and get that scholarship for college. So, yeah.
Well, until we wait for our next guest to get here, Robert McIntyre revealed he was the latest player to be heckled by a gambling spectator as golf's increasingly willing embrace of sports betting was put under the microscope once again.
As she's running down the aisle to get here with enthusiasm. She is running. I've never seen anybody so enthusiastic to be on our show.
Come on over and have a seat.
Have a seat. This seat's for you, and this is for you. Just keep it up nice and close. Is this your first time on air?
This is my first time on air.
That's why.
Sure.
Look at that smile over there. She's sending you hearts.
She's sending you hearts.
Tracy, she's over here putting my name out there.
Yes, that's what we want. We want to put your name out there, get you famous.
That's for sure.
Put your name out there.
So I'm Chelsea. I'm here working at Pars and Rec as the golf club repair. So I'm definitely able to regrip anything from putters to irons to drivers, hybrids, whatever else we have. Comes to shortening, lengthening, really anything that you'd want to better or fix your clubs. If you break one in half just from not playing a good game and you're a little upset,
yeah, you break it.
I'm the person to come to.
See,
so.
yeah.
Or your wife takes the driver, smacks it over your head
That
just because
too.
you're acting like a jackass.
You come home a little too late.
Or you played an extra 9 holes out there and they're not happy.
And she comes home and she throws the clubs in the garage and breaks the driver head off.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, or you could be that young lady that was on tour that snapped her head when she just dropped it and beep.
Yeah. So definitely the person to come to when you have anything that you need to fix. When it comes to loft and lie, I can bend your putters, I can bend your irons, whatever you're looking at changing. So definitely can get that done. You're more than able to drop them off, and I can give you a call the next day, come pick them up. Or you can just leave them. I'll get them done as fast as I can, and you can hang out, drink some beer, eat some pizza while we have them. Yeah, pizza's really good.
For the guys and girls out there, because we're pushing for the girls out there to get down here. If you want to get, just say something as simple as getting your grips changed out, how long will it take to get your grips out?
Generally, it depends on how many you bring me. So if you bring me 3, it'll be done within probably 5 minutes. With the dry time, it'll be about 10 minutes. So gets really fast, goes really fast. I'm able to get those things done and easy.
By the time they get their pizza back, they'll have their clubs.
They'll have good clubs. They'll be able to hit them after they're done eating their pizza, and they're good to go.
So normally, if you put them and you get them fixed, they can play. It's not a long delay if they want to use them right afterwards.
No, I always advise just let people sit them overnight just to make sure. You don't want to have grips twisting on you, things. That's just what I like to, so I know that they're going to have really good stick. But they tend to dry within a couple of minutes. That's
so you can get it. How long have you been repairing clubs?
So I've been repairing clubs for not too long. I've been kind of in the golf era, kind of like 3 years or so.
Okay.
And I've been trained by my manager, who's a master technician. So I'm definitely been learning across the way, and I kind of had a lot of family within
the master
golf.
Is proud of you.
Yes, he's very proud.
Yoda is teaching you, right? I spoke with him. And what he's doing and stuff like that. And I think it's great what you're doing and stuff like that, because a lot of us can do it. And I know we spoke. We're gonna have, as part 2 of the experience, I'm gonna let her regrip my clubs.
Yeah, we'll bring them to me. I have plenty of time.
Yes, I have some special ones. My daughter's in the military. She's in the Army. So I have USA Army grips that I was sent. So Originally, I was going to have the master put them on, but
Hey.
we have decided that you're going to be.
I'm the
you're
one to come
going
to
put
now.
them on. So we're going to have you put them on, and we're going to do some pictures of the process, what it goes through, so people can see what it's all about when you get your clubs re-gripped.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it'll be a great addition to the experience
Of
of what
course.
people can do. I'm not going to eat pizza right then and there. I'm going to watch you.
Right. Well, come on, get some pictures. There's plenty of ways, and it's always good to know so people see what we put into their clubs and how much
Yes.
care we take towards their clubs. It's not just ours. We want to make sure that their clubs are perfect for their game.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And folks, like she said, she can shorten your clubs. She can change your shafts out. Put your head. If you have your heads and you just want new shafts, she can do it.
Yeah.
It depends. If you want to drop them off, she says she'll call you the next day. If not, and you want to wait, they got some Star Brewers here. You could have some beer. You could have some pizza. Have you tried the pizza?
Oh, the pizza's great.
Did you put
It's
the
great.
green chili on it?
Oh, of course. Of course. Not here in New Mexico for nothing.
That green chili. It's like, I don't know. You got to I put green chili on everything. It doesn't matter. Eggs,
I know.
But that
It's-
pizza was already a beast
it's
mode.
really good.
And then they were like, oh, you want
It's
some
so
green
good.
chili? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you,
Great.
when I first moved here, and I was like, wait a minute, McDonald's has green chili?
Green,
What?
that's the first time
I was like, what the?
I know.
What
And you
are you
move
talking about? It's
anywhere
crazy.
else?
No.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
There ain't nobody,
No.
no place but New Mexico that McDonald's and Burger King, all
can you
these fast
imagine
food.
that? They actually have it for you. It's
Yes.
a must. And you learn really, really fast that you need it. Once you go that green
Yeah.
chili route, you're going to have it on everything. As you know what? She might throw a side of green chili on your grip. That's how good it is, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
I just discovered today
Yeah.
that because I'm from the Midwest,
Mhm.
and before I moved here, I was living in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
and I just learned today that Trader Joe's has the official Racine Wisconsin Kringle.
Yes, they do. And you know what?
Well, thanks for telling me.
No, they haven't.
Jackass.
They're coming here this week. They got the pumpkin one coming. I've been
It's
waiting.
here.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just got here this week.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I
the
was-
one we got.
Oh my God. Did you just buy one?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to buy two. We were going to freeze one, but I'm like,
No,
that's all right.
No, go and ask them. This is a trick. This is what I do. I don't get the ones off. I ask them, can you go to the back? And they give you the frozen ones. And then you put them in the freezer. And then you take them out as you need them.
Yeah.
Oh,
have you ever
really
had a
cool.
Kringle?
You haven't
I don't think I have.
You got to go to Trader Joe's
Well, I guess
and get a
so.
Kringle. Oh my
I'll
God!
stop by
And they're
tomorrow.
seasonal.
Oh.
You got the pumpkin one.
Next to
I thought
cheese.
that too. I said pumpkin. I was like, "What? Are you guys nuts?" And then I tasted it.
It was
like
good.
green
It's
chili.
it's pumpkin caramel.
Oh my God!
Oh, that is interesting.
Yes.
That
it's delicious.
Oh, I would have never thought pumpkin.
I would have never thought that either. But
So we
oh my
went
goodness.
shopping before we came here this morning.
Yeah.
And got home. It was in the house. And my wife says, you better not open it until I get back. 2 hours later, I'm waiting for her to come back.
You didn't open it?
I didn't open it.
Oh, I would have opened that thing. I would have been like, I'm not waiting.
You heard what she said?
You don't know my wife.
Oh, well then, maybe you'd want to live another day. That's. Oh, she's right there.
You heard that? Maybe you want another day. Yes, he
Yes.
does. So did you try it? Did you like
I
it?
did. No, it was good.
Oh
She
my
tried it
God.
too. Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
delicious.
good.
You know where I'm going after this show?
Where?
Trader Joe.
Trader Joe's.
I'm going to Trader Joe's and get me some of the frozen ones and put them in the freezer.
Although,
Works.
you remember that guacamole, that salsa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Smith's by my house don't have it.
I'll see if they have when I go to mine.
Yeah, you're going to have to buy me one.
I'll buy it. I've got this new it's avocado green chili salsa.
Welcome to Bigg's Golf Talk, where we talk everything.
We talk about everything, fitting, food, because this place got like unique stuff.
Yeah.
Folks, when you come and get the pizza, make sure you get the green chili on it. That's what started
Green
this
chili's the best.
conversation.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have a hush puppy?
Chicken, chili, and cheese, and then panko fries.
Oh, so it's like a little hush puppy.
Hush puppy.
Yeah, you know what a hush
you were-
puppy
Yeah,
is?
I know what a hush puppy is.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
It's that.
That's not
Yeah.
little.
It's not this. It's this big.
It's like a good like meatball size.
So
I would say.
that's actually the star of the star.
Yes,
That's the star
of course.
behind the star of the star in
She's
the
the
front.
lady. She's the one and only.
She's the president of the president.
Yes.
Yes, she's in
Yes.
charge of
She's
the president.
the boss.
My wife says macaroni and cheese with the green chili is absolutely the best.
You know what?
Good.
I might change it. I might go to Star Brothers right after this.
All right.
I might need
You
to
can
have,
go to Trader Joe's anytime.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. So, I can go get me a hush puppy and some mac and cheese.
But let's get back to repair. Group
Okay,
repair.
yeah.
That's why we have her on the
Way
show.
off.
We got
Way off there.
Okay. So, folks, you can drop off your clubs. She can repair your club. She can change out the shaft.
Do they need to make an appointment?
No, they can walk in. If I am really busy, if I have just a lot going on, I can always make an appointment with you. As we start to get busier, it may be required to have an appointment. You're more than able to walk in.
Suggested.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's suggested.
But don't let that
later
deter
on.
you.
No.
Show up. You come here
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock in the
Of
morning and
course.
she's
I'm
here. You're going to get lucky. Be early. Get here
So-
early and get your stuff
Repairing
done.
your golf club, you're going to get lucky.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
clarify that. You're going to get lucky getting your golf club repaired.
Yeah.
Yes. Get lucky and get your golf clubs fixed early. I'm bringing mine. You will see that as part of
Yep.
the experience when
We'll get
she
it.
is going to re-grip my clubs.
I'll get it
I'm
done.
trusting you with my
And
girl.
you can do one club or you could do a whole set.
No,
I do a whole set.
I'm doing the whole set. I'm making them all U.S.
Yep.
Army. So, yeah.
That works for me.
Okay. So, but
Will do.
make sure they're winners.
They will be perfect.
They'll be. You heard that? She said she's going to take 12 strokes off my game
Oh,
by
yeah.
changing my grips.
Are you a golfer?
I do golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
You a good golfer?
I feel like there's some stuff you got to practice. You're never going to
Absolutely.
be perfect. There's never going to be a perfect shot, of course, but you practice.
Are you
every
a
single
ringer?
day. Huh?
Are you a ringer? You know what a
No.
ringer is?
No.
So, like, if we were playing a sport, right? We're playing in a tournament. We bring you so you can go hit it 300 yards
Oh.
from the front tees.
No.
No.
I
Okay.
gotta work on my distance and
Well,
my strength.
Okay, you work on that, and in the meantime,
I got
I'm gonna
stuff to work on.
invite her so she can bring the hush puppies.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have her because we're gonna have the hush puppies and whatever else and green chili mac.
Yeah.
We're gonna have all that.
Mhm.
So
As
let-
a matter of fact, we could have that while you fix my clubs.
So let me
Oh,
ask
sure.
you, grand openings but has taken place for an
Yes.
hour and 55 minutes now.
Mhm.
Are you surprised by the amount of people that we're seeing in here?
Yeah, I'm really glad about the turnout. It's been really refreshing to know that people want to see us do good and are here to support us, essentially, to make sure that we do well and keep us open and really just see. It's a good time to see everybody enjoying themselves. So that's definitely a nice thing.
That is awesome. And I guess they're going to be giving away a gift card. Just right after the show, I will be announcing the winner for that gift card. And
David,
My boss said
David, no, he said no.
they don't want the
David
TV
wants
guys to
it.
do it.
No, David said, no, sir, I will be doing that. So we're going to be running around later on and giving out some raffle tickets, having people fill them out so they can possibly. Did you fill yours out?
I did not.
You got to fill them out.
I
If you're a
need to.
golfer,
I'm
they're
behind.
Women's shoes.
I've
It's hip
been
to
Well,
wear
let's get
squares.
one.
going.
So, yes, we like the way you took charge, David. That was amazing.
Yes.
We like the way you shut that down really,
Which
really
one?
quick. Just sign
Just
one of
one of
them,
them?
and then we can put it inside that jar up there. So, folks, we got a lot of kids here. Bring your kids down. They give them,
Yeah.
bless them, get them clubs. USA Kids over there. We got them all. You can do what you have to do. Here goes a ticket.
There we go.
Bring
we got-
everybody.
Bring everybody. It's
Everybody
a family.
It's a family
place.
affair.
It is.
Yep.
We have kids.
It's
in
a
the band.
family affair.
No, that's yeah.
No, I'm not going to do
Okay.
it. Nope.
Grab a pizza, grab a drink. They got everything that you need. And now we need some hush puppies and some mac and cheese with green chili. Because I'm green with envy right now.
Sounds so
now,
good.
now I'm hungry.
I know.
I
Me
know.
too. I'm gonna go get some pizza.
All right, you do that. We're
You
going
go
to
get Pete. Thank you. You did
Of
great for your
course.
first interview.
Yes.
Everybody, part
Pars
two will be
and
coming.
Rec Golf and Social Shop. Check her out. She's going to handle your clubs for
I'm
you.
in the back all the time, so
Yep.
make sure
Make
just
sure
to
you
come
come
down and
visit.
me.
It gets lonely back there.
It
Bring your
does.
clubs. Give us
She'll
some
fix
work.
your shaft. She'll
She
fix
will.
your grips.
Are you doing loft flies and all
Yes,
that fun
loft
stuff?
flies,
She'll
bends,
fix your,
anything.
and don't think just because you bought it one way, it stays that way. You
Oh,
should
no.
be
You
bringing
can
it in
change
and getting
anything.
those loft and lies checked.
Replace
You
the
can do it.
shaft, replace anything.
Yeah,
There you
want.
go.
anything
Yep.
you need. Maybe you got too good to play in the shafts that you are,
Yep.
or you're getting a little bit older and you need to step it down. she can do it for you.
And
Break
if
them
we
down.
don't have it in store, we definitely can order it in. When it comes to shafts or grips or anything that you want, we can get it in.
There you have it, folks. She got it all for
We
you.
got it.
Thank you so
Of
much for
course.
being
Well,
here.
thank you.
Well, Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas, I got to tell you, 2 hours
goes fast
on the air, Pars and Rec, golf and social shop. I am tremendously impressed with this place. I will certainly be giving them some business.
Absolutely.
And I hope you will too out there here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Come join the league. You might get to play against the two of us.
Maybe we could create a league.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
that could
about-
happen.
Get people
A
to come
co-ed
out.
league.
Yeah, it could happen. Good possibility.
Absolutely.
Lots of stuff. They got a lot of stuff coming on. They're thinking about making some tournaments here, leagues, Women Day. Get your kids here. We may even have Kids Day if the interest is big enough. Just get down here and get it going.
Absolutely. Check them out on the website. parsandrec.com is their website. Also check them out on social media. They are very, very active at social media. We're going to be here until 8 p.m. still yet. So if you're in the area, come on by. We have raffle tickets we're giving away. We've got meet and greet, chit chat, and all that stuff all throughout the night here until 8 p.m. And then, off we go.
Bye-bye.
Parsandrec.com. Pars and Rec right at Wyoming and Manal here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. For Amanda, the Golf Diva Censor. For Greg Wise, the wisest man in golf who couldn't be here with us today.
He's in
For
trouble.
the GolfFather, Bill Cuebas. I'm Big John Quick, and this has been BGT 2.0 BGT-tv. Our website is www.biggsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS golftalk.net or .com. Until next time, God bless, and
you matter.
Thanks for watching, everybody.